Samantha Thompson had spent her entire life living in the shadow of her father's reputation. Ben Thompson was a man of many talents, known across the small town for his skill with a wrench and his ability to fix anything that broke. Whether it was the neighbor's car sputtering to a halt, a washing machine that refused to spin, or the old leaky roof on the town's diner, Ben Thompson was the man people turned to. His garage, an old, cluttered space filled with tools and half-finished projects, was a symbol of his work, a place where machines came back to life with a few well-placed turns of a screwdriver and a little ingenuity. But Samantha, the mechanic's daughter, was different. Beneath her quiet exterior, a fire burned, one that wasn't content with the limits of repairing the things that broke around her. She had always been drawn to the larger picture, the unseen intricacies of engineering that allowed the world to work in the first place. While her friends were satisfied with what seemed to be an endless parade of mundane tasks, Samantha's mind raced with questions about how things were built, how systems interlocked, and how a single small change could send ripples through a complex mechanism. Her curiosity had always been met with skepticism. Most people saw her as Ben's daughter, just a girl who helped him out in the shop, not someone with a mind for complex machines and systems. But Samantha didn't mind. She knew that beneath her father's rough exterior, he had always nurtured her love for engineering, even if the world outside didn't take her seriously. One warm, lazy afternoon, as the sound of cicadas hummed through the quiet air, Samantha was elbow deep in a carburetor trying to figure out a particularly tricky issue when her friends walked in, as they often did. Jake, the one who always teased her about her obsession with big machines and blueprints, leaned against the workbench, his usual cocky grin spreading across his face. "So, Sam," Jake said, his voice dripping with mockery, "I heard there's a machine down at the power plant that's acting up. I bet your dad can fix it, right? You're his daughter, after all." He chuckled, nudging his friend Tommy, who snickered behind him. Samantha glanced up from her work, her gaze flickering over the half-disassembled car engine in front of her. It wasn't the first time Jake had teased her about her engineering aspirations. But today, there was something different in the air. Perhaps it was the heat, or maybe it was the unspoken challenge that lurked in Jake's words. He didn't think she could do it. And that, for some reason, stirred something in Samantha. "It can't be that hard, right?" Samantha said, almost to herself, her voice steady but carrying an edge. "I mean, I've learned a thing or two from Dad." Jake's eyes glinted with amusement. "Oh, sure. Fix it and show us what you've got." His voice was dripping with disbelief, as if daring her to even try. For a moment, there was silence in the garage. Samantha's heart thudded in her chest, but she didn't back down. Her eyes darted toward the back of the room, where her father had been tinkering with an old transmission. He looked up, catching her gaze, and saw the fire in her eyes. Ben Thompson knew that look. It was the same look he had seen in himself when he first fell in love with machines, that fire that burned to create, to fix, to solve problems. "Well, I guess it's worth a shot," Ben said, breaking the tension. His voice was calm but filled with an understanding that no one else in the room could grasp. Samantha didn't need to hear more. She grabbed a toolbox from the corner, pulled her hair back into a quick ponytail, and walked towards the door. "Let's go," she said, her voice steady and sure. Jake, still trying to hide his disbelief, followed behind her, as did Tommy and a few others. They didn't know what to expect, but none of them expected what happened next. The power plant was located just outside of town, a hulking structure surrounded by rusted fences and overgrown weeds. Inside, the air smelled of oil, metal, and the heavy scent of industrial grease. A few engineers were standing around, talking in hushed tones, their faces drawn with frustration. At the center of a room sat a massive turbine, its blades frozen in place, unresponsive to the controls. "Here you go, kid," one of the engineers said, his voice laced with both amusement and resignation. "This thing's been down for days. We've tried everything, but nothing works. Maybe you'll have better luck." Samantha took a deep breath. She could feel the weight of their eyes on her, a mix of skepticism, curiosity, and pity. She approached the turbine, her fingers instinctively reaching for the exposed wires and machinery. The machine loomed large, intimidating, but Samantha wasn't afraid. The complexity of the turbine wasn't what scared her. It was the unknown, the challenge of taking something that had failed and making it work again. She knelt down beside it, her hands moving quickly, inspecting every component with a careful eye. Her mind began to race through the possible issues. The power supply, the mechanics, the flow of energy. Her father's teachings echoed in her mind, and her fingers danced across the wires, making adjustments, testing connections, and tweaking the settings. An hour passed, and the engineers stood there, not sure if they were witnessing a disaster or a miracle. Samantha was lost in her focus, her hands steady, her mind sharp. She adjusted the wiring again, testing the motor and tweaking the connections. And then a soft hum filled the air. The turbine, which had been lifeless for days, sprang back to life, its blades turning smoothly, effortlessly. The engineers, who had been watching her with a mix of amusement and disbelief, now stood silent, their eyes wide with shock. Samantha wiped her hands on her jeans, a quiet smile tugging at her lips. The machine was working. It wasn't a fluke, and it wasn't a mistake. She had fixed it. "Well, looks like your joke turned into a reality," she said, her voice calm but laced with a pride that she couldn't quite hide. Jake and Tommy were speechless, their jaws slack with surprise. The engineers, too, were at a loss for words. No one had expected this, especially not from someone like Samantha. But there it was, in front of them, undeniable. She had done it. She had fixed what they couldn't, and in that moment, everything had changed. For the first time in a long while, Samantha felt like she wasn't just the mechanic's daughter. She was something more, something that could fix broken things, not just around her, but in the world itself. The days that followed Samantha's victory at the power plant seemed like a blur. The town, which had always been content with its quiet, predictable rhythms, had suddenly found itself at the center of something extraordinary. Word of the young mechanic's daughter who fixed the turbine spread like wildfire. At first, the people of the town had been skeptical. After all, what could a young woman, still in her early 20s, know about complex machinery? But the evidence spoke for itself. No one could deny that the turbine was working again, and no one could deny that Samantha had been the one to make it happen. Her father's garage, once a humble workshop filled with the sounds of hammers, wrenches, and the occasional grumble from Ben Thompson, had become the new hub of attention. It wasn't just locals who showed up anymore. Engineers from neighboring cities, inventors looking to collaborate, and even venture capitalists from larger cities had started making the trip to see for themselves what Samantha was capable of. Samantha's phone rang constantly, filled with requests for meetings, consultations, and even job offers. It seemed the world had suddenly discovered the potential that had always burned quietly within her. But Samantha wasn't interested in the fame or the attention. She didn't want to be the town's hero or the talk of the coffee shop. She wasn't concerned with the accolades or the praise that came her way. For Samantha, the work had always been a thing. It wasn't enough to simply fix things. She wanted to understand them, to break them down and rebuild them, to improve upon them. It was the beauty of innovation that called to her, the endless possibilities of redesigning, rethinking, and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Her mind was constantly at work, thinking through problems, solutions, and designs. Every time she walked into the garage, she saw a new opportunity, a new challenge. Whether it was reconfiguring the old generator in the corner or taking apart the car engine in front of her, Samantha's mind was always a few steps ahead, constantly predicting the next move, the next piece that needed to be shifted, the next design that could improve upon the existing one. But despite all the attention, her father saw something that no one else did. He saw his daughter for who she truly was, not just the mechanic's daughter, not just the girl who fixed the turbine, but someone with a raw, untapped brilliance. Ben Thompson was proud, of course, but he was also surprised by how quickly things were changing. He had always known that Samantha had potential, but this was something entirely different. He had always been the one to fix things, to be the hero of the garage, but now it was Samantha's turn. One evening, after the last of the curious visitors had left and the sun had dipped below the horizon, Ben sat down next to Samantha in the quiet of the garage. The soft hum of the machines that filled their days now seemed distant, as if they were worlds away from the bustle of the outside world. Sam, Ben began, his voice quiet, almost thoughtful. You've always had it in you, you know. Samantha looked at him, her hands still covered in oil and grease, but her mind far from the work at hand. I don't know, Dad. It just feels like all this attention. It's not what I'm looking for. I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it because I wanted to fix it. I wanted to make it work again. Ben smiled, a small, proud smile. That's what makes you different, Sam. You don't do things for the applause. You do them because you see something that others don't. You're not just fixing machines. You're changing them, improving them, and people are starting to notice that. Samantha nodded, but her thoughts were elsewhere. The phone had rung more times than she could count in the last few days, each call more important than the last. There were offers for speaking engagements, invitations to prestigious engineering conferences, and most notably, an offer from one of the largest engineering firms in the country. They had heard about her work, about the turbine, about her innovation. They wanted her to join their team as a junior engineer to work alongside some of the brightest minds in the field. It was everything Samantha had dreamed of, or at least it seemed like it. The job was prestigious, well paying, and a golden ticket to the kind of career she had always wanted. But there was a catch. The firm was located miles away from the small town she had grown up in, far from the quiet garage where she had spent countless hours working side by side with her father. Moving meant leaving behind everything she had ever known, everything she had built, including the place that had sparked her passion for machines in the first place. It wasn't an easy decision. The thought of leaving her small town, her father, the place that had always felt like home, weighed heavily on her. But as she thought about the opportunity, about the future that lay ahead, Samantha realized that she couldn't keep living in the shadows of her father's work. She had to step into the light and see what the world had to offer. I think it's time, Dad, she said softly, her voice filled with a quiet resolve. It's time for me to move on, to do something bigger. Ben looked at her, his heart swelling with pride. He had always known that Samantha was destined for something greater than the small town she had grown up in. He had seen the fire in her from the moment she first picked up a wrench, and now he saw it burning brighter than ever before. You've always had the potential, Sam, Ben said, his voice thick with emotion. You just needed to see it yourself. Samantha stood up, her mind racing with the reality of what she had just decided. The decision to leave wasn't easy, but she knew it was the right one. She wasn't just the mechanic's daughter anymore. She was a force to be reckoned with in the world of engineering, and nothing could hold her back now. As she walked out of the garage that night, the weight of her decision heavy on her shoulders, Samantha looked back at the small town that had always felt too small for her dreams. The familiar, worn-out streets, the quiet houses with their lights glowing faintly in the distance, they would always be a part of her. But there was something bigger waiting for her, something beyond the walls of the garage, beyond the limits of the small town she had known all her life. The car pulled out of the driveway, and as she glanced back one last time, Samantha knew that she was on her way to bigger things. There was no turning back now. The road ahead was uncertain, but it was hers to navigate, and she was ready. For the first time in her life, Samantha felt free. Free to explore, free to innovate, and free to prove that the genius no one had seen coming had always been there, waiting for the right moment to be unleashed. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Stay tuned for more exciting tales of unexpected brilliance and adventure. For more stories like this, check out our channel, Expect Stories, where every story is a new world to explore.